What's that? Blast. And then from the gas tank.
Mom made pancakes.
This is why. You know, I hope this wasp stings you.
Oh, really?
Wherever.
I killed like 4 hornets because they're a bitch ass.
No, you're a bitch ass. Because you're scared of them. You go, ah!
Yeah.
Welcome back to the E30 build. Today we are going to be putting back together the gas tank, doing some welding, and potentially resealing the diff depending on how far along we get with everything else. So, I realize I say so a lot when I'm editing, and I have to stop doing that. I'll be transparent with you guys. I don't know how this goes back together, meaning the gas tank. I gotta watch some YouTube videos and figure that out, so I can put it all back together up under the car. Also, I did a test with some merch, TVA builds. You guys like this? You know, just simple, nothing on the back. Just a simple, nice tee with the logo. If you guys like it, let me know. Maybe I'll do a merch drop. Got an update for you guys. Let's grab you off the tripod. If I can figure out how. And show you what's been going on. The gas tank, I had to figure out a few things as to where which line went where. I have everything sorted out. Also got the little rubber grommets on the corners where it mounts up. Kevin has been welding away in here. He's got that patch there, 2 patches there. Looking super minty and crisp.
Yeah.
He is now going to be putting seam sealer, and then once that dries, he's going to be putting bed liner on it. So that way that is all sealed up and ready to go. This has got to go up under there. But look at how nice and clean that is in comparison to the old one, which is super bad, rotting out.
Very rusty.
Still missing a few odds and ends for this. I need the piece that connects down there to the filler neck over here. I also need, I think that's it. I think that I just need a small piece of hose for there. But it's not a conventional piece of hose, of course not, because BMW. It is 2 different sizes. So let's see if I can get this on camera. The diameter here, oh yeah, you can see it. You can see how it's smaller down here, larger up there. So, gotta get one of these. First up, we have the new gas tank installed. The lines are all hooked back up, minus the filler neck. I still need to get a part for that. These have now been seam sealed. These are ready once they are dry for the bed liner or rubberized undercoating to go over it to protect that from the elements. We got a new control arm that doesn't have a huge hole here. The issue I'm having is with putting in these new bushings on both sides. This one I got pretty much all the way in. This one not even close. I've been using that massive C-clamp and they've just been kicking my ass. So I'm going to break and I'm going to buy an actual press to put these in. This is as far as I got on this side. The other one I didn't even touch because I was getting so frustrated. That's everything that we've accomplished tonight. I'm pretty tired. Kevin's already sleeping. We're going to hit the hay and pick this back up later. The goal for today is to get these guys, the trailing arms, control arms, the bushings in them. I started this guy here last time. That one there is just about pressed in. I'm using a really big C-clamp, the vise that's over there, and a socket. It's not ideal, but it should work. I got really frustrated last time. I had to stop because I wasn't making any progress. I was just screaming and cursing and everything. Also, if I sound really nasally, it's because my allergies are killing me. So if you hear me do that a few times, it's the nature of the season for me, unfortunately. So I'm going to get these guys set up on the vise, and I'm going to show you kind of what the process is and go from there. This right here is the setup I'm rocking with. Got the big C-clamp, got a socket on the back side here that does not obstruct where the bushing is coming through. And I would just have to crank down on this. If I would have known that this stuff would have made this so much easier, I would use right away. Don't listen to the people on the internet. The guy I listened to told me to use this junk right here, white lithium grease. Not the stuff, not at all. This one went in so smooth, I didn't mar up the face of the bushing at all. And that took me like a quarter of the time that it took me to put the other two in. So I already have more of this down there. What I also did was I took the bushing itself, dunked it in, slapped it in, good to go. Honestly, this stuff, definitely use real grease. Do not use spray grease of any kind. Don't use WD-40. None of that. Keep it in the freezer until you're ready to use it. Game changer. Game changer. Let me tell you. The other one's done. I just have to put the other one in. Then we have to do some welding over here. And I can paint this, and it's ready to go back in the car.
Good evening. Just a quick discretion. I am no pro welder. That is all.
Bud. Oh, fuck yeah.
Your regularly scheduled We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you a review of the new Bang Swirly Pop, courtesy of Kevin. I haven't had Bang in years. Smells, I don't know, I can't smell.
He's got the COVID.
I'll be honest, I can't taste it either because I can't smell it.
Because you got the COVID.
10 out of 10. Can't taste it. Hit it with the... It's currently 12:15. Time to go to bed. Catch you guys in the morning. Gotcha, bitch. Pranked. I gotta get the camera. Action. We're back in the garage. Working on the E30. That's all I got. That's all we're doing. We're gonna finish putting the subframe in the car and get her back on the ground, and then with the whoopty-wop.
And we're back. So far, we have the subframe back in the car. We used some jacks just to kind of lift it up to kind of get it in place. And then right now we're hooking up brake lines, hard lines to our soft lines that came from the underneath the car. Ran into a little bit of a hiccup. Where is it? Here it is. This sensor, if it can get some light on, this sensor is for the reader on this side of the tank. This was supposed to be above the gas tank, so right now we're trying to figure out, you know, how we're going to get that fished up without dropping everything again and wasting about 6 hours worth of work. That's included with the tank and everything, but so far subframe's back in, so the goal tonight is just going to be get all the brake components put back on, suspension put back in, brake lines, e-brake, all that good stuff. Hopefully we can pull that.
It's not my
that
fault.
sensor. It is totally your fault. You were on this side of the car, but that's all right. We'll figure it out, and you'll see what happens next.
Another day, another E30. And by that I mean the same E30.
Gonna have his day.
This is just a continuation of a very long video over a couple weeks. This has been, and hopefully today is the final chapter. Nah, it's like we're gonna have the car like 90% to where we want it to be, as far as redoing the rear end. We don't have the rear.
Yeah.
What are those called? Wheel bearings. We don't have wheel bearings. Other than that, and the gas ventilation system thing, we get to go. So we're gonna take this diff. Look at this diff. You gotta look at it. Kevin did a beautiful job painting this thing. Look at this dang old thing, man.
Zoom in.
Look at her. Buffed her up, shining, gleaming. So we're gonna get oil in that, schlep it back in there, put the drive shaft back in, brakes together. I think that's it. And then we just put it on the ground.
Start it up.
Yeah. Oh, also, I don't know if we showed it, but it's a little dark. Yeah. So we got these really cool. They're little spacer pucks for the springs, so that way the car is even lower than it was. So hopefully the rear end fitment is very nice. But yeah, let's get this shit together. What oil are we putting in this thing?
Synthetic. 75 W90, bitches.
Shout out to Lake Wamali. Not sponsored, but they should sponsor us because we're professionals. We're using 75 W90 GL4/5. Don't know what any of this means, but we're using it. It's what everybody runs on their E30 diff. So we're gonna start basting her. We're gonna.
Get the fuck out of here! So we just fill the diff until the diff is
Until
full.
you get the snail trail. So you have a nice good stream. There she is.
I should call her. That was about 1 3/4 bottles.
Really? Damn. We are now working on these half shafts. So the replacement ones that I got came with some grease, where you have to cut this strap, pull it back, lube it up, and slam it home. Got the driver's side done. We're now going to work on the passenger side, and yeah, it's pretty simple. The method that we found easiest is to slide all the bolts in place and then get it up in the car. Otherwise, it's just kind of a pain slide them all through. We will continue with that and bring you back after it's all completed.
Brother! Wow.
Alright, so diff is in place, new half shafts, new Bilsteins, new, what are those called? Those things, the little silver things that go down. The sway bar end links. We reuse the shocks, new shock mounts.
No, we reuse the springs.
We reuse the springs, new spring mount bushings. And now we have to put the e-brake back together. That side's in place, but we have to now attach all the hardware. And then we'll get her going. Brakes are back together. Diff is in place. Brakes on both sides. And they're bled. Yep. Gas tank kind of put back together. And we just put gas in it. We're going to slap the battery in to see if anything happens. Because the battery's been out of this car for like a little over a month now. Bring you guys with us. For those who say it can't be done by two idiots, it can be. Before we can drive it, we have to fix the battery tray because it's currently not held down, and that battery will slop around if we drive it. Also, we have the gas tank just kind of venting into the trunk at the moment, so we'll have to leave it open while we have it running. One of the other vents is currently plugged because the line won't go over the vent, and we have to route that now. And we have a gas leak at the moment. We will address these issues. We're gonna end off here, and this has been a really long episode. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of it. If you want to see more content, we will be posting it. I know it's been a hot minute, but we've kind of wanted to do this whole thing in one video because we took it out in one video. And that's just kind of the nature of the beast. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.